looking at this t-shirt Gizelle is wearing, which says, God bless the Hugers. Now I know how messy Gizelle is, so I'm prepared for anything.
All right, y'all, the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion was already said to be a wild one, but things went left real quick when Gizelle Bryant decided to call out Karen Huger in front of everyone. Now, Karen was absent from the reunion, which had everyone talking, but just because she wasn't sitting on that couch didn't mean she was safe. Gizelle made sure of that. The topic? Karen's DUI scandal, a situation that had been making headlines for weeks. But it wasn't just the DUI that had the ladies buzzing. Karen actually sent in a video message addressing the drama, and let's just say it didn't exactly smooth things over. Instead, it opened the door for Gizelle to go all in, throwing some serious shade that had the whole room reacting.
She's up on it. She set that up, and then she lynched. What's that? Excuse me. And then Ashley, she knew at that time that I had lost my parents.
This has nothing to do with that.
Don't you tell me it doesn't.
It doesn't, Karen. No, it doesn't. Everybody.
Even before the reunion aired, fans were already talking about Karen Huger's absence. The Grand Dame missing from the biggest event of the season? That was unheard of, but Bravo wasn't about to let her slide. Her name was still on everyone's lips, and her drama took center stage whether she was there or not. Karen had been dealing with some serious legal troubles. She was convicted of a DUI, a scandal that rocked Real Housewives of Potomac fans. The situation got so bad that she decided to check into rehab, which ultimately caused her to miss the reunion taping. Given how much the ladies love to dissect each other's lives, her absence only made them more eager to talk about her. Andy Cohen wasted no time bringing up Karen's situation, making sure the ladies addressed what had been going on. And Wendy Osefo? She made it clear that Karen's actions weren't going unnoticed. While some cast members showed concern, others were ready to call Karen out.
You don't have a man. You're broken from Hampton University, and everybody knows it. And that's why we went to Sing Sing.
Gizelle had never been one to hold back, and she wasn't about to start now. She questioned whether Karen was truly taking accountability for her actions or just trying to avoid the heat. The discussion quickly turned into a debate, with some of the ladies defending Karen while others were clearly over her excuses. But the biggest moment came when Bravo decided to bring Karen into the conversation in the most housewives way possible through a pre-recorded message that no one saw coming. And just when it seemed like Karen's absence would leave a gap in the drama, Bravo dropped a bombshell, a heartfelt video message from Karen herself. In the clip, Karen addressed the DUI scandal head-on. She spoke about the challenges she had faced, her decision to go to rehab, and how she was working on bettering herself. It was raw, emotional, and clearly meant to show a more vulnerable side of her. For some of the cast, Karen's words hit hard. Reports say that a few of them were visibly moved, even to the point of tears, but not everyone was buying it. Wendy Osefo, who had been one of Karen's closest allies in the past, shocked everyone with her reaction. Wendy, instead of showing support, she completely dismissed Karen, saying, "Having seen that, I can confidently say that is not my friend." That one sentence sent shockwaves through the room. The cast wasn't expecting such a bold statement from Wendy, and the tension immediately shifted. It was clear that Karen's message didn't land the way she had hoped, at least not with Wendy. Her words hinted that the fallout between them had been brewing for a while. Was Wendy's reaction just about the DUI, or was there more to the story? The energy in the room changed instantly, with the ladies realizing that Karen's absence didn't mean she was off the hook. It just meant she was being judged from a distance. But if you thought that was the most jaw-dropping moment of the reunion, think again. Gizelle Bryant was just getting started, and she came with...
Well, Mia does not understand what the word truth is. Mia just lies about everything. And she lies to the point where I'm getting bored with it. And I'm getting bored even listening to anything coming out of her mouth. So, there's that.
Gizelle has always been the one to stir the pot, and she wasn't about to let Karen slide, even in her absence. She wasted no time laying out her version of events, painting Karen's DUI as more than just an unfortunate mistake. Instead, Gizelle suggested it was part of a bigger pattern of reckless behavior, one that Karen had been hiding for years. Then came the real bombshell. Gizelle claimed Karen wasn't alone the night of her DUI. She dropped a shocking accusation. There was someone else in the car with Karen when she was pulled over, and that person fled the scene before authorities arrived. The room fell silent. Even Andy Cohen looked stunned as the ladies processed what Gizelle was implying. Who was this mystery person, and why would they run if everything was as innocent as Karen had claimed? Robin Dixon, always quick to back up her bestie Gizelle, nodded in agreement, saying Karen's stories had never added up. Others in the room looked visibly uncomfortable. While some of them had sympathy for Karen's struggles, this new detail changed everything. If Karen really had a secret passenger who ran off before the cops arrived, that meant she was hiding something. For some cast members, this revelation raised even bigger questions. Was Karen truly taking accountability, or was she just covering up another scandal? And just when Karen might have thought the heat was dying down, Mia Thornton and Wendy Osefo stepped in to fan the flames. Wendy, still clearly upset from Karen's emotional video message, didn't hold back. She claimed that Karen's drinking habits had been a problem for a long time and that this DUI wasn't some one-time mistake. According to Wendy, Karen was often intoxicated while filming, something the cameras didn't always capture. Mia Thornton, never one to miss an opportunity to spill tea, took things even further. She didn't just question Karen's behavior, she dropped a whole new scandal on the table. According to Mia, the person who fled Karen's car that night wasn't just some random friend or assistant, it was Karen's secret boyfriend. That was the moment the cast completely lost it. Gasps, shocked faces, and pure chaos erupted in the room. Gizelle, with a smug smile, leaned back in her seat, clearly satisfied that the conversation had taken an even more dramatic turn. Meanwhile, Candiace Dillard and Ashley Darby looked genuinely stunned, whispering to each other as they tried to process what Mia was claiming. The biggest question on everyone's mind was Karen leading a double life? For years, Karen had branded herself as the devoted wife, the grande dame who had everything under control. But now, with accusations of a secret man, a drinking problem, and a mysterious getaway at the scene of her DUI, it seemed like the perfect image she had worked so hard to maintain was starting to crack.
I did it lightheartedly.
You did the what? The gift lightheartedly?
Oh yeah, it was a joke. Karen, you didn't say it was a joke.
Excuse me.
You're a joke.
With so many shocking accusations flying, Karen's reputation as the grande dame of Potomac was hanging by a thread. It wasn't just Wendy, Ashley, and Mia questioning Karen's honesty anymore. As the discussion continued, more cast members started speaking up, each offering their own take on whether Karen had been truthful about her DUI and personal life. Even Candy H. Dillard, who has had an on-again, off-again friendship with Karen, admitted that something felt off. While she wasn't quick to believe every accusation, she pointed out that Karen had a habit of avoiding difficult conversations and controlling how much of her personal life she allowed on camera. That's when Andy Cohen stepped in. As the reunion host, Andy always knows when to push for answers, and he wasted no time pressing the cast for more details. If Karen had been drinking heavily on set, why hadn't it been addressed before? Did anyone else know about this alleged secret boyfriend? And most importantly, who exactly was in the car with Karen that night? But with Karen absent, the room was left with nothing but speculation. Ashley Darby, never one to let a moment of drama slip by, suggested that Karen's video message felt too polished. She claimed it was less of an apology and more of a strategic move to control the narrative without actually answering any tough questions. Mia Thornton agreed. She pointed out that if Karen was truly remorseful, she would have faced the ladies in person instead of hiding behind a video. On the other side, Robin Dixon played devil's advocate. She reminded the group that Karen had checked into rehab following her DUI, which showed she was at least trying to take responsibility for her actions. But even that wasn't enough to quiet the skepticism in the room. And with RHOP alliances constantly shifting, some wondered if this was just another power move, an attempt by Gizelle, Wendy, and Mia to knock Karen off her pedestal and shift the dynamics within the group. Regardless of who was telling the truth, one thing was clear. Karen Huger had a lot to answer for. Karen may not have been in the room, but her presence was felt. And with so many accusations left unanswered, the Grand Dame will have to face the music sooner or later. So what what happens next? Will Karen finally break her silence and set the record straight? Will she return for the next season? Or is this scandal too big to recover from? And more importantly, will Gizelle and Wendy continue to expose Karen? Or will Karen clap back and put them in their place? What do you guys think? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the latest Housewives drama.